Some people think I don't know what I'm doing.
This is a carrier furnace with an air conditioned coil on the top of it. It's been leaking water on the floor. And they said it wasn't cooling that great. And they said the water was coming from around this area. It did nothing. Well, anyway, I'm gonna look inside here. Open up our fire damper door, and I got lots of air blowing out, and the air feels cold. There's sweat right here. So if water was coming from around here, I showed water down in this pan, so that confirms that the water just leaked out of the auxiliary drain pan onto the floor. I don't know if the drain is clogged or not much. So someone's taken some screws out, and there's sweat right here in the primary heat exchanger. Stick my finger in here and feel the suction line. It's cold. Definitely feel refrigerant flowing around in here. We got silicone all around this little nut. Sweat on the suction line. I mean, that one's tight at least. If they're tight, they won't leak. Evaporator inlet, not frozen, wasn't frozen before. No big ball of ice in here or anything like that. If you're running down the side, how come it ended up on the floor instead of in the auxiliary drain pan? I don't see a water line in there or nothing, Jesus. In fact, there's no water over in this little compartment. Inside the evaporator compartment, we got no frost pattern. I just turned it off a few seconds ago. There's the heat exchanger. That looks fine. Let me open up the blower compartment and look for evidence that water has been dripping in there. That little thing there, so that's not wet. What do you do about this here? You spray CalGuard on the board. None of that. So we got 30 degrees of subcooling and no superheat. There's a little bit of water stains down here, but it's all dry still. Of course, they turned it off, so the water's all dried up now. But I have this picture. That shows what it looked like when the call came in. Mr. Maintenance guy that took all the screws out. That'll happen if the water was dripping off the side of the evaporator, just raining down, which sometimes happens in these V coils. I'm gonna move the liquid line probe to the other side of the filter dryer. In the evaporator section, we have a frost pattern. Stops right there. I would have expected it. Or this little compartment. That tells me it wasn't nothing in here. Stop it raining. Fix the auxiliary drain pan because it's been running in cooling for a few minutes now with the panels open like this. The evaporator inlet not freezing up. And this line, this liquid line, felt like a hell of flash gas before, and now it just feels like a teensy bit of flash gas. I mean, this isn't all waterlogged. Kind of suspicious that maybe our compressor. This is what we got. So I'm gonna put these panels back on, let the system run for a little while, stabilize, and look at the number again outside. 6 years old. No older than that. More likely it's like 5 years old. You know, the equipment's a year or two old when you get it. Back up here at the furnace, and it feels right. This line is ice cold. I don't feel no flash gas in the liquid line anymore. Line here is getting below freezing. It's got a little bit of frost on it. Suction line is not freezing. Yeah, the evaporator's, it's kind of cool. 68. What do you think about that noise? That's the sound of dripping. See it in there? Well, maybe it ain't this drain. No, that's draining. So, that's all cool. I got some PVC fittings, all elbows. I got some gray conduit glue and some ultra black head gasket maker. And we're gonna fix this drain. There you go. Nice and pretty.